Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Shit's about to hit the fan. Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursdays on Wrestling with Freddie.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Unsanctioned Thursday with your host, Freddie Prinze Jr. What's up, everybody? I don't know why I did that. Welcome to the show. I don't have Jeff here, so I'm lonely, and I'm doing other voices besides my own so that I don't feel by myself. My wife's in Toronto shooting Ready or Not 2, you guys. She's in Ready or Not 2, and it happened like last second, so she had to up and leave while we're in the middle of a move and left me with the babies, left me with the doggies, left me in the new house to organize myself, and I'm sure she'll want to move everything as soon as she gets here, so I get to move in twice. I'm going bananas, but I'm excited because all my TVs are hooked up, and I'm able to watch professional wrestling, and so are you. Today's episode is dedicated to Backlash, which is going to be in St. Louis. We're making predictions. We're going to try to make you people some money. We don't have Jeff with us today, so you don't get Jeff's predictions, but his are going to be wrong anyway. You don't want to listen to his stupid old predictions when you can listen to me and producer Alex, hear who we pick. I think we're going to probably be down the line. I don't think this is a hard card to call. I think we got it figured out. I'm pretty sure we're aligned on all of them. But let's start with the most important match of all, the undisputed WWE Championship with the champ, the last champ, John Cena, versus the Viper, Randy Orton. And before you cheered, you better remember he broke my back in the friggin' ring. So it's a double boo. Boo, those bastards. All right, here we go. 2 decades, 20 years for their rivalry. We even did an episode of this on A&E's, I almost said AEW's, or ANW, on A&E's rival show. We did John Cena and Randy Orton. I think I did that season. It might be Fluffy who did that one. I don't remember, but one of us cool guys did it. Anyway, I worked there when this rivalry sort of began, but during the middle of it. When people had signs that said, if John Cena wins, we riot. And they started cheering for Randy because they wanted something different. They didn't want the PG champion. They wanted a more rated R champion, somebody who didn't give a shit like Randy. That's what the crowd wanted back then. Now, they're loving John Cena as the bad guy, right? And they're loving Randy Orton as just being one of the greatest wrestlers to ever do it. When I worked there, he was the best wrestler on planet Earth. You know, he's older now. To me, he's still the best, but I think you can make an argument. Will Ospreay's there. Seth freaking Rollins is up there. There's a few guys that are up there. I wonder who Randy thinks the best wrestler is, but I digress. Anyway, they're wrestling in his hometown, St. Louis, the same city where that son of a bitch broke my back. They cheered, by the way. I'm like, it's in his hometown, man. Who's going to be bummed out that he beat up a celebrity? Nobody. And they weren't. Anyhow, they're going to wrestle. It's Cena's 17th world title reign. That's what's on the line. Jeff has no idea who's going to pick because he's not here. But both Alex and I pick Cena to retain. And not only that, I'm going to tell you the finish. All right? I'm going to tell you the finish. I want you guys to think back in this 20-year rivalry. I want you to think back to how Randy lost the match but retained the title by slapping the shit out of Mike Chioda, the referee. And shout out Mike Chioda. He worked there when I worked there. He's always really nice to me. He got the shit slapped out of him, though, by Randy. And he's like, yo, man, what the fuck? You just slapped the shit out of me? And Randy was like, well, yeah, what are you going to do about it? And he's like, I'm fucking disqualify you. Ding, 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 ding. And he disqualifies Randy Orton, which means the champ at the time, who was Randy Orton, loses the match, but the champion can't lose their title in professional wrestling via disqualification. So he retained the championship, and Cena's looking at this going down like, yo, what the fuck just happened to me? That's what he's going to do to Randy. I think Randy's going to be about to win the match, and I think John's going to slap the shit out of whichever referee's there now, and he's going to be like, and point at him and be like, yeah, motherfucker, you forgot, but I didn't. And I think that's how he's going to maintain his championship, which would be a big FU and a really cool throwback. Or maybe you hate the idea. You can hit us up on our social media if you think it sucks. You won't hurt my feelings. You will hurt Jeff's, though, and he'll go in on you guys, even if you go in on me. So if you don't want to get got, be careful. He's a professional. He's pretty good at it. All right, next up, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, the newest championship. I think it came after the U.S.? No, the U.S. came after. But anyway, the champ is Lyra Valkyria out of Ireland versus Becky Lynch out of Ireland. Both women stand 5 foot. No, I don't know how tall they are. But Becky Lynch has betrayed her. and she's challenged her for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And we don't know who's going to win this, huh? Is it going to be the youth, or is it going to be experience? I tend to pick these on who cuts the better promo, who can get more asses in seats. Becky Lynch is second to none on the microphone. Her worst promo is probably an 8. Bests are 10, obviously. A lot of 9s in there. That's her average. And Lyra's aren't there yet. She just hasn't had enough time. You know, they pull a lot of people, in my opinion, up really, really early before they've developed that, and they let them learn on the job. They give them an opportunity to fail, but they're quick to pull a plug if you do. They don't give everyone the same amount of leash, right? And I think they might pull the leash on this one, and I think Becky will establish that title, be able to carry a little more gravity and a little more weight based on her experience and her talent. So I'm picking Becky Lynch to upset the champ and win, and so does producer Alex, because he's a wise man like Paul Heyman. Next match, McAfee versus Gunther. I think, and so does our producer Alex, that this isn't going to be a squash match, but Gunther is going to tear Pat McAfee apart and beat him into oblivion and probably get a KO where the ref just has to stop the match, because Pat's not going to tap. He's not going to tap out because Gunther did. And then Pat can save a little face and be like, yeah, but I didn't tap out, bitch, and you did. Don't ever forget that. But he's going to get KO'd where he can't answer the bell, and they're going to have to medically stop the match. That's what I think is going to happen. I'm not even giving you guys picks this week. I'm giving you picks and finishes. Come on. Next up, the United States Championship. It's a friggin' fatal 4-way. It's the champ, Jacob Fatu, telling you right now, that's my pick, versus LA Knight, versus Damian Priest, versus Drew McIntyre. Now, if you want to go against me, now's the time to do it, because Drew McIntyre is one of the best dudes on the microphone as well right now. His wrestling, top shelf, obviously. The body, come on, man. He's one of the best looking dudes out there. Handsome face, great beard, super jacked and thick. Like, he looks like, you know, they said like Jim Tomey was built like a tree. He's thick like that, like built like a redwood, but then he's jacked like Bruce Lee at the same time. So he's got the total package. If you wanted to dark horse it, you could be like, oh, he came into the story a little late, but I could see them putting the belt on Drew. But no, the championship will remain with the champion, Jacob Fatu. I think he's going to have a rocket ship, and it's not time for him to lose yet. When he does, it'll be time for him to go after a bigger title, and he'll come after whoever the champ is at that point. We don't know. It could be John Cena. It could be Cody Rhodes. It could be Randy Orton. It could be Sami Zayn. If you didn't watch Monday Night Raw, you don't know. You don't know where he went. You don't know. Now, not all these are matches we know are going to happen, because we record these before they announce that stuff. We think these are going to happen, so tag team titles on the line. Fraxium, which is a new team up from NXT, which is Axiom and Nathan Frazier, I believe is the young Englishman's name, versus the Street Profits. Street Profits are winning this match. No matter what, they're winning this match. I think Fraxium is awesome. They have great moves, but Street Profits are winning this match. Next up, maybe the toughest one to pick on the card. Well, the only hard one to pick on the card, I think, which is Logan Paul versus the champ, Jey Uso. My pick is Jey Uso, because I don't think they put it on him to take it off him. I think they're going to give him a real shot. He has great crowd control. His matches are awesome, but the crowd control is huge. Like the interaction with the crowd. Like when sponsors want to like offer you jobs on Instagram, they look at interaction a lot. Like in the chat, like how many people are commenting? Are you speaking with them? Is there interaction? Like in the wrestling world, Jay's a master of that and has it locked in. By the way, his brother's killing it on the mic and in the backstage segments. Jimmy's on another level right now. But Jay's winning this match. Our producer also picks Jay to win the match. I think Logan Paul doesn't care if he wins or loses. I don't think he's like that at all. And I think he's just going to give an awesome match. The two of them, they're both going to fly across the ring, and it's going to be awesome. But I still pick Alex. Or not pick Alex, I pick Jay. Finally, Tiffany Stratton, the women's champion, who's been surprisingly quick to improve on the mic. Last couple weeks on TV, like, wait, what? That was pretty good. This is another one of those instances where they were like, look, we don't think you are where you're going to be on the mic, but we're going to give you an opportunity to fail. And they have, and she's not failing. she's done really well the last couple weeks and held her own in there. And even if she had to go off script just a smidge and then get back on, like you didn't see any like fumble on the field, so to speak. She's going against Nia Jax. She's winning. And Alex thinks Tiffany's winning too. We both picked Tiffany Stratton. I don't think this is a hard one at all. They're not taking the belt off her. She's improving on the microphone, and she'll only improve in the ring because she's new to it and already good, and she can flip all over like a luchador too and drop the elbow after the back handspring, which is pretty sick. So she's winning that match, you guys. That's easy. And so is the picks on this episode of Unsanctioned Thursday. Place your bets on whatever draft app you guys use. Make some money. Shout us out on the social media, Wrestling with Freddie. Always let us know and give us a little hand clap emoji when we make you a couple bucks, or pizza money as the cool kids like to call it. And stay tuned every week because we'll be here for you talking all things wrestling. Jeff will be back next week. So will I. Never miss a beat of wrestling when you listen to us. And we'll see you next week. Peace.